So I was thinking today about how everything here goes away. And I was thinking about it in the context of um, this bar room I used to go to a lot. Um, had an old man who lived next door who went there all the time as well. And he would walk over and whatever. His name was Uncle Bill, and everyone knew him, loved him. He's a fun guy. And he died a few years ago. And his house next door, his wife still lived in it after he died. But I guess eventually she sold it, moved on or whatever, because last time I went back and went there to visit, that house was gone and a new building was put up. And anyway, the wife recently died, I saw online, and I was thinking about that and how everything changes, and as the older one gets, the more depth comes with that understanding, and the more you see that you're on that trajectory, you too will go. Anyways, I was having a conversation with myself, in a sense. I was using another person in the mind's imagination, but it was an inner dialogue about looking at that and how those people are now gone, that house is gone, and something new is there, and the feelings you get with that, the feelings of loss, but the feelings of joy and the love shared and the experiences had and all of that, and how it's beautiful. And then the rebuttal to that was, yeah, it says you, but I'm hurting. My friends are gone, and I'm soon to be gone too. And then another rebuttal to that was, well, that only hurts because you're still looking to the world to satisfy you. And then that thought just kept unfolding and expanding, and like nothing of this world can satisfy that want, that wanting, that yearning that we have. No matter what it is, like, because it's nothing of the world really answers what we really want. So what do we want? And like really look at that. And like many people would say, I want financial security. So okay, say you win something or whatever, you inherit, however you get it, but for the rest of your life you're going to get $500,000 every month. You are financially secure. Are you still going to be satisfied for the rest of your life? With your money, with your financial security, you may be satisfied, but are you going to be satisfied? Are you going to be fulfilled? Are you going to live every moment fulfilled? Or are you still going to want and yearn for something more? Or say your answer to the question, what do you want, was a good lover, a good relationship. And then you're blessed with that. Someone comes into your life, they're supportive, they're caring, they're encouraging, they just light you up in every way, time and time again. And you're with them for 45 years down the road. Can you look back on all those 45 years and say, every moment of my life, I felt completely fulfilled and satisfied because of this person? No, you're not. And if you're saying yes, you could, you're delusional. You're not going to do it. And that's fine. That's good. No one can fulfill that for you. And to have an expectation for someone to do that only sets yourself up to be let down and for you to resent them. So I advise against doing that. But it's not that you didn't have a great relationship with someone. That is true. You were satisfied in that relationship, maybe, yeah, for all those 45 years. But as a whole, Did you feel complete all the time? Or did you yearn for something? Was something come along? Or maybe you both were yearning for something mutually, but you were still unfulfilled. You were still not completely satisfied. And you can do this with anything, any example. Money, relationships, status, possessions, whatever. The more you get, it's just the more things you have that are not going to fulfill you. They may distract you, but you're not. But what are they distracting you from? Not being fulfilled. Now, this isn't a depressing thing. This is a freeing thing, because this is an experience that everyone has, of all levels, the richest, the poorest. They still want something more. And it's with that line that we tend to shove that down. We shouldn't want more. We should be humble. The meek will inherit the earth, as the Christians are taught. But I don't think that's what that really means, and we're exploring that. So we shame ourselves in a way of wanting more, wanting something that the world can't offer. No matter how, if we had everything, if we had the money, we had the relationship, we had the possessions, the food, the whatever, all of the comforts, everything, and you never had to want for anything of the world, you would still want something more. And that's true for everyone. And if you think it's not, I just ask you to really consider that. What would you do? The only reason we do things is because we're yearning for something. Anyway, it's that yearning that we have that we should look to, and we should accept that we want something more. We want something that the world can't offer. And the fact that we all do that, we all have that, that tells us that it's not insane or unhealthy to yearn for, or unacceptable to want. We all want it. That clearly points to there's something about us that knows something more exists. Because can you really yearn for something that you don't believe is possible? Honestly, think about that for a while. Could you yearn endlessly, ceaselessly, for something that you thought was completely impossible? I don't think so. But sit with that yourself and see what that tells you. But anyways, looking at this something more, this wanting for something more, let's look to that. Let's stop distracting ourselves with things of the world, like, oh, well, this may not satisfy me forever, but I'll settle for it. But you won't settle for it. You won't. That yearning will not go away. It's asking you to look to it. So look to it. Let it tell you. Whatever it tells you. But look for that, and not for distractions and settling for less. Look for the more. The line from the John Lennon song comes to mind with this, of all we are saying is give peace a chance. And while in a very real way, I'm talking about peace, it's not the exact example I'm using. But what I'm saying is, we haven't even given this a chance. You haven't even given the exploration of looking for something more and beyond the world a real chance. I speak from my experience and the experience that I've seen in the people in my life and the stories I've heard and the stories I've read, everything. We very quickly, sometimes we can hold off for a while, but it's relatively quickly, we come back to well, I'll change the job, or I'll save up and I'll buy those speakers I want. I'll treat myself to something. Back to the world, back to that momentary sensation, and saying that that will do. I will settle for this. I will settle for this and be modest and humble because I shouldn't ask for more. But there's more there. The fact that we yearn for it says there's more there to be had. We just think we're undeserving of it. So we stop looking for it and we stop short. We're like, well, it's my new phone or my microphone, having these things to play with. And those are fine. I'm not saying don't have those things. They don't mean anything. And they definitely don't mean what we thought they meant. They mean whatever. When I got this microphone, it meant, oh, I finally achieved having this microphone. It was great. I loved it. But now it's just a microphone. The meaning changes. That means that there's no, the inherent meaning is something that I am not understanding, because I'm just changing it based on the what I see it's useful for. But that thing in my heart still yearns to express and to feel complete in a way that transcends all of these things. I can still use this microphone can still be used for a purpose of exploring that. That's why I'm saying I'm not saying to renounce anything of the world. Please don't. Because then you've given it a meaning again, saying that your meaning is my unhappiness, so I renounce you. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's meaning beyond it that includes already what it is to you, but there's something bigger. There's something bigger there. And all I'm saying is let's explore that and stop trying to explore things that we know don't work. We know they don't work. Millennia and millennia of example of it not working. Emperors are never satisfied. Most of the people who are the most closest to satisfied with life have nothing of the world, or very little. You've seen it. And I'm not saying give up your possessions and go live in the streets or in the woods to achieve happiness. I'm saying stop looking where happiness is not found for it. You can still have all the house and the things and all of that. But the meaning of your life is beyond that. And just explore that. And be okay that you can't define it with words, and you can't point to it, and you can't hold it in your hand. And see the freedom of how you can utilize it and explore it everywhere and in everything. Just be willing to give it a chance again and again. And when you buy that new microphone or that microwave or some other M word thing or whatever it is, be fine with buying that. Be like, but what more is there with this? Or beyond this? Or without this? You know, all we were saying is give asking for more a chance. And there's no need to be shameful about it. We all want it. It's not insane to want something that everyone wants. The meaning of insanity is typically an outlying and something that is not common, a way of seeing that is not common. And this is the most common aspect of our human experience. We all want for something more. Things of the world will never, ever satisfy us. We always want more. And if we mistakenly look for that more in more things of the earth, of having more things of the world, we become greedy. We take things from people. We become very selfish, and we end up hurting other people and ourselves. We keep thinking that we need more to satisfy ourselves. That's us hurting ourselves because we're lying to ourselves. We keep telling us that the answer is somewhere where it's not. We're lying to ourselves, and we lie to people to continue this lie to ourselves. Give something else a chance. Those things don't work. They never have. And they never will. We know this. So all we're saying is give asking for more a chance.